slides, the templates, you can just type in brochures. There's going to show you for the slides. It's going to show you. I know I didn't say that, but it's going to show you the way we also saw some templates for the Google Docs and Google Sheets. So now we're going to Google Form. So sometimes you get an online form, maybe when you apply for a job, and they tell you please input all of your details correctly, your name, your last name, your email address, your resume. So now we'll show you how to create that as well. This is the symbol for it. So now let's go into it. I hope we haven't forgotten. How do we go there again? I might just want to close all of these tabs now because I'm not using them, and I'll still leave my Google Drive open, and I just want the space on my tab, but you could just still leave yours open. Then I come to this plus sign because I'm trying to go to Word now. You can see when I clicked on this plus sign, it took a while for this to open. Just be patient, like 3-4 seconds, it's going to drop. If you have been away from the tabs, it might take a few seconds, or it could just drop immediately. You see this drop almost immediately. So now let's go to this, and then you just click on this, and now I want to look for I think I've passed it. Okay, look at it, Google Forms. Okay, this is almost at the bottom, Google Forms. So now let's create a Google form. Look at the recent forms. You can see the recent forms here. When I want us to create from scratch, let's not pick up a template, let's create from scratch. So now, before we start creating, these are the questions, these are the responses. The responses are when they have responded to your form. This is where you get the responses, and this is settings for you to make this a quiz, and assign point value, set answers, and automatically provide feedback immediately after submission. You could just play around all of this. So collect email address. So sometimes when you are to fill a form, Google will tell you please input your email address. If you do not want to collect email address, in this your settings, you come here, you click on do not collect. All right, but if you want to collect their email addresses, it will be verified. Respondents will be required to sign into Google. All right, and we will be giving you a link, will be provided to you to fill in this form, so you can check the responses. So after you learn this, just create a form yourself. We'll show you how to share the link, and come here to check your responses and play around your settings. Could make this a quiz, but we're not doing all of that. We just want to show you how to. Then this settings is just icing on the cake. Okay, so let's go now to the questions. This is the customized theme. To change this color, to change the text, the question size. Let's change the colors. It's in blue now, so you can see it's in orange now. So let's just leave it in this orange. You could choose image for the header. Okay, let's say I want to pick this image. Insert. Okay, or you could just upload an image yourself. So let's go back to this select image. You could upload photos from your Google. It has to be your Google Photos. All right, so you could just upload a picture on Google Photos so you can use it. Or this photo is from Google, this one is from your laptop, this one is themes that this Google form provides. So now let's just go to upload. Let's browse. I think I'll just use any random picture. Now let's open this up, and it's okay. I think the image is so big, so it needs to be short. All this is just to make your forms beautiful, fancy, but do not forget key details you need to note. So how did we get here? Is by coming to this customized theme. So this preview, after you must have checked Okay, let's just stop here. Let's create the questions, then we'll use all of these we are seeing here to this publish. All right, I've shown us how to get the responses and the settings. So now let's go right into it. Untitled form. This is going to be the title of the form. Like when someone picks up the form, this is what is going to show them. So this is let's say Google, let me clear the untitled form. Google job application. All right, I could make it bold, I could make it italic, but you see it's not going because I've not highlighted. You need to highlight, then you make it bold. You see, you can make it italic, you could make it, you could underline. So I'll just make this bold. It's already in capital letters, so I won't make it bold. You can make yours capital letter or sentence case, anyhow you want it. So the form description, not to worry, everything is going to be in the preview. The preview will show you what it looks and feels like before you publish it. So now this is the title, this is the description. The description is going to guide you as to what to do. So let the description be, please kindly fill in your details appropriately, because you do not want, maybe you are recruiting for your boss and you do not want them to fill in the wrong details. So this is going to probably guide them. Please fill in your details appropriately. You can see from the settings we did, this form is automatically collecting emails from all respondents, from everybody who responds. It's going to collect the email, so we can just leave it like okay, like that. So now let's go there. So once if I click outside, it collapses everything. Once you click on something, it expands it. So if your mouse is like if your mouse is outside, like here, and you are like, why can't I did this thing? It's because you have not clicked on it, and you do not have to double click. Just click on it once, just a tap, you can see, and then it comes. So appropriately is always, let's make a perfect, not a perfect form, but how does it go? The question should be first name, right? First name. Do I want to make this bold? I probably just want to make it bold, but it won't be bold if you do not highlight it. Or if you want it to be bold, just click on bold and type. Everything that comes in is going to be bold instead of highlighting it. But I don't really like mine bold, so I'll just play around this though. So first name. So these are the options for what you want. I'm not adding an image. You should be short answer. So now we'll explain everything. Number one is short answer. Short answer is always good when the answer's name implies is short. You use this when you ask for their first name, their last name, because no matter how long someone's name is, it cannot be more than 50 words. So I think short answer is always within 1 to 100 words. So this fits in. First name, last name, middle name should always be short answer is what you pick. Paragraph is when you ask them, is like, we want to ask them question and you want them to explain further. You want them to go deep into it, like, okay, a time where you handled a project, how were you able to handle it, what were the barriers, what were the achievables. You just want them to talk in length. So you pick paragraph. As this is telling you, this will not be displayed to the people. It's like, what parameters what method do you want this thing to be? So I'm putting short answer here. The multiple choice, it's like they can pick more than one. Check boxes, they can check the box. They'll have to check the box to get the answer. Drop down, they'll have to drop down. File upload, or need to upload the file. This is when you want them to do resume and all of it. Linear scaling is when you want them to scale something. Rating, is it 1 star, is it 2 star, is it 3, 4, or 5 star? The multiple choice grid is the same thing as multiple choice. It's just in form of a grid. And this checkbox is the same thing as checkbox. It's just a form of a grid. So we'll be using all of this. All of this will be using it. Alright. So required now. Required means this name, this thing now, when you check it, there'll be an asterisk in front of it. Meaning if you do not answer this question, you cannot move on to the next. That's when you check the required. If you feel it's important, you check or uncheck. So now to get to another question, you click on this plus, add question. So maybe I made, so now you can see it as giving it this red asterisk. So maybe I made a mistake. I want this one now to go up, to go above this one. I want this one to come down. So you see, I'll just put my mouse on this 6 dot here, and then I just click. It cannot come above this because this has to be the first one, this has to be the first one. When you have multiple questions, instead of renaming, changing the name, parameters, you do not need that. You just need to just put it here, the mouse here, and just drag. Okay, and drag. So it cannot come down, it can only go up. So anyone I want to be above it, I'll just drag that one up. It goes up, it never comes down. So you see, the first name is back, and then I click on this and I want to call this last name. Sometimes people get confused when you ask them last name. I don't know why. You could just want to name that surname. Yes. So this is not a multiple choice. This is still a short answer. Right? So this is required. And then the next thing I want to do is email address. Email address. But then I want to be sure when people put in their email address, they don't just put in anything. Like they don't just play around it. In case if they make a mistake, I need it to be in email address format. So this here is still going to be short answer. Please take note. Alright, it's still going to be short answer. Then this is to copy, duplicate the question. Instead of typing, it's going to duplicate and bring it down. So let me just duplicate. You see, that's giving me email address. Instead of coming to plus, I could just duplicating and just be editing. So for this one now, this duplicate is to delete. I want it to be required. I'll check this. These more options, I'll click on it. Description, do I want it to describe, like, please input your email address here. I feel okay, I'm dealing with tertiary institution graduate, so they should actually know that, so I do not want to input that. But this response validation, I click on it. What is the response validation? So now here's a very interesting part. For the email address, once you click on this response validation, it's going to start with number greater than number custom. So now let's assume I'm not doing this for email address. Let's say I want to do it for number. Okay, I will do this when I want to ask for salary. I probably do not want you to ask for more than 200,000. So I want you to know that this is the best we can pay you. Alright, but for now we're not dealing with number, we're dealing with text. So the text should contain email. Alright, so I'll do this again. Come here, you click on response validation. It will start with number, so you have to switch to text. It contains, does not contain. What is it? It contains or does not contain. So maybe you ask for somebody's username. You don't want them to put www. You don't want them to put their profile URL. You could now put does not contain. You now put the www. If they want to put here, but now I want it to contain. I want it for it to be email. All right, so I put email. And custom error text is in case if the person is putting something that doesn't look like an email. No, an email always ends with any text, then at maybe gmail.com, yahoo.com, or hotmail.com, or any other mail. So the error text is, for them to know that they are doing something wrong, let it be please, or let's just put email address format is wrong. Please check again. So this is going to make them know, instead of just putting null, null here, and they don't know what they are doing. This custom error text, it makes them know that this is what we are doing wrong, so they would want to check again. So I want this to be required, so it's going to be required. So I've duplicated this question. Now let me make this salary expectation. No question should be this much, but I want us to make use of all of these parameters here, like I said. So your salary expectation is still going to be short answer. So this response validation, I'm making use of number here now. Numbers should be greater than, any number you put should be greater than, but this is salary. So you just read this. So mine is going to be, this one is greater than. So any number you are putting, it has to be greater than the specific number I'll type here. But I want it to be between, so that will be two numbers, between 70,000. Let's say okay, you won't be putting a comma, sorry, and 200,000. Let's say this is what I can pay. So oh, I put a comma again by mistake. Custom error text. So now this is, I'm asking you what is your salary expectation. It's still a short answer. It's just the response validation that is different from the email. And I'm saying let it be between 70,000 and 200,000. This will not display to you. But if you put in any answer, I want it to be quiet. If you put in any answer above 200,000, it will not go. It will tell you above salary pay. If you put any number below 70,000, it will not go. So instead of it not saying above salary pay, I don't want them to think we don't have money to give them. So we'll just do below slash, I don't know where below slash above salary pay, above salary, so that they would really know what is going on. That okay, it's either below the salary they want to pay or it's above, so they'll just want to fit in. All right, so now let's click on plus. So for this email address, for this response validation, I won't be doing that again. If you want it to be URL, you want them to put their LinkedIn URL, their email address, something that just has a URL, which is https www. This email, it will not be URL you put, and you just name it, so that I won't have to revisit that. Then salary expectation, we have done that. So this one, what do I want to put it? I want to put it what are your hobbies? This laptop, I don't really know where the question mark is at, but there should be a question mark. So you just find the question mark, because I'm not really conversant with this PC. So there should be a question mark after the hobbies. I don't want to waste our time and be searching for that. So what are your hobbies? Let it be multiple choice. All right. Let it be required. Okay, so you see, multiple choice, I put it in multiple choice. So if it's a multiple choice, you could pick so many options as the name implies. All right, so what are your hobbies? You want them to put reading. It's not professional. This is just an example. Reading, add option. Reading, sleeping. So you have to always, if you want to add other ones, you have to come here to this add option, because if you don't, it means it's just these three options that will be displayed: reading, sleeping, and other, so that they can type in what they actually do. But when you add the option, it brings the third option. So just forget this showing you other and add option. This add option is telling you to add. Once you stop adding, it just displays these three and others to them. Traveling. All right, so I just want to leave it at that. So do I want to make this required? Yes, just say yes, because I really want to know their kind of person. So now I've made use of the multiple choice. So now let's make it of checkbox. Let me just duplicate this. So now checkbox is what is your gender? At least as Trump is the president now, the whole gender thing has reduced. like it's 2. So for this program, we'll just limit it to 2 genders. So now this should be checkbox. It means you have to just pick one. You don't have the option to, okay, it's either female or male, and see or prefer not to say, but we are not adding that. So you see, this is not like the multiple choice that is telling you or others. We are not giving them, there's no option for that here. It's just add order, add order, add order. So the checkbox, you have to just pick one. You cannot multi-select. So now we'll see this. Then let's add plus. What have we not used here? Drop down. Okay. So what makes you use drop down? What makes you use a drop down? You can use a drop down for anything, but I just want to put it as color. Favorite color. This is black. This is white. So this would not be explicitly spelled out to them. It will just be showing this. And when you click on the drop down, it's going to show you. So we'll check the preview to be sure of all of these things. Alright. So now we have made use of drop down. Let's use file upload, which is to add a resume. But let's just do that. So you do kindly upload resume here. This is not only for resume. If you want them to upload a video or an audio, you can also do it. So now let's go to file upload. It will ask you which file. The files will be uploaded to the form owner's Google Drive, which is this Google. So you have to create the Google form on the account you want to receive the response. All right, so let's continue. Allow only specific file types. The maximum, what's the maximum size? Do you want to make it 1 gig? I'll just limit it to 10 MB because resume should not be big. Maximum number of files is just 1. Allow specific file types if you want to allow specific. But if you do not want to allow, probably just say upload your video here, upload your audio. It could come in as anything. So if it's a video or audio, you might want to increase the size because video might obviously be more than 10 MB. But if you want to allow specific file type, since I know it's just resume I'm looking for, I'm not looking for voiceover video, I'll just check here. And then you see there's PDF, you see there's document, there's presentation, there's drawing, image, audio, video. So in case if it's just a picture of the person you want to see, just click on image, uncheck all of these, and that is it. So this is not multi-choice, this is file upload. Yes. So now this is also required. So now let's just create another one just to show us this. But so now this is linear scale is okay. Your communication skill on a scale of 1 to 5, linear scale. So you would have to label it so then is it from highest to lowest or lowest to highest, meaning on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 is your 1, is it the lowest or the highest? So it's telling you number 1 label is what is lowest, right? Then 5 is what highest. So if they are closer, if their communication skill is very good, they should name it 4. Obviously nobody wants to say their communication skill is bad. I mean when they are looking for a job, or just note this, the lowest and the highest. So you want to make this required. So that is that for linear scale. So you can see now lowest, highest is going to show you. So now this one is the rating of if you want to give something 1 rating or 2 rating. I won't put that, just try this out yourself, but it's still the same thing. Just click rating. All right, you see there's 5 star, there's 10 stars, which is too much. So how it is you just click on 1. If you click on 6, you can't click on everything, just click on 7. It means you are rating them really, really good. Maybe you could ask them, what is your rating of this form? They could rate you if you want that. Then the multiple choice, grid. You see, you ask a question, row 1, column 1, it comes with row and column, so it has two things work hand in hand. If there's a need for you to do that, then you check box as well, is row 1, column 1, two things that actually work together. But I'm not doing that, so I'll just delete this, and you can undo what you have deleted, but I'm not. So now, before I publish, let me preview. This is to undo, to redo, this is to copy responder link, and this is to share. All right, so the responder link is the link of someone who have responded, which is, or this is still this link, actually is still this link, or you share but you haven't published. So now let's just preview. Let's see how it is. You can see the image, Google job application. Please kindly fill in your details appropriately. The name, email and photo associated with your Google account will be recorded when you upload files and submit this form. This is how it will be displayed to people that are filling it. So you can see it tells you this form isn't accepting responses because I have not published it, but I just want to see how it will look to the external users. So you can see, if you check this box, it's going to record. You can also check it to try yourself. You put your first name. So now this email address, try to put in something that is not similar to it. Come here. Email address format is wrong. Please check again because there's no anything here. So you see, it actually showed us, it showed something. Please include an in the email address. It is missing an So you see, this explains to them. And if you don't put in your last name, you want to come here. If you don't put in your last name and you want to submit, it won't let you submit. You see, this is a required question. You have to answer because I made all of them. What are your hobbies? So I made this one multi choice, right? I made it multi-choice, but if it were to be the multi-choice grid, you'll be able to pick 2 at once. But this one is just one you can pick. All right. So other, you just pick it. Then for this multi-choice, it will also ask you if you want them to pick more than one when you check it. But I didn't check that part though. What is your gender? Either male or... Okay, what's your gender? So I interchanged this, sorry. Multi-choice is supposed to be the male and the female. Why? Oh wait, let's go back. I want us to go back to this. I want us to go back to this. So we have what is your gender? What is your gender? What is it? It's check box, right? So let's come here, shuffle option order. So yeah, I mixed that up. Multi-choice should be is just one you can pick, but checkbox you can pick more than one. Yeah, I mixed that up because I was rushing. So if you want to put the male and the female, the option should be checkbox, not multiple choice. And then when you want to put gender or female, it should be multiple choice, meaning there are so many choices, but you have to just pick one of them. All right. So when you are done with that, and that's why it's always good to preview. If I didn't preview, I wouldn't have noted that mistake I make. Sorry about that. So this is to undo, redo, publish. So now let's publish. Anyone with the link. Should I make it anyone with the link? Anyone with the link. So now forms will give you 2 options. Anyone with the link, what should they do? General access, there's editor view and there's responder view. So responder view, I want you to be anyone with the link should be able to respond because I'm just putting the form out there. But the editor view, only people with access is just restricted, which it should be. Anyone with the link should not be able to edit, because if I give it to you to fill, you can edit. So I'll just add the name of the person I want to view, to edit this with me. Okay, but because I want us to be able to edit this as well, because this link will be shared during this program. So let me just click on done. All right, and then I publish. It's published now, and so once I just copy the link, it will be pasted. So please, let's try to recreate this on our own, and yeah, let's try to recreate this on our own and then get the link and also just play around it. So now we're done with the doc, sheet, slides, the drive, and also form. So now let's go to Meet, which is Google Meet, to start an online audio or video meeting. Then after the Meet, we'll go to Gmail. Then calendar will be the last here, because these things, the Motion and the Calendly, are scheduling apps for calendar to schedule meetings on calendars. Then the Doodle, the Work Time Buddy, the time. Doodle is also with Calendly. They are scheduling apps. Then the Work Time Buddy, the time zone converter, is to convert time zones so that you know the time zone when you want to set this meeting. So now let's go to Google Meet. All right. So now let's go back here. Let's still click on this plus sign, and then you can see the Google Meet here. So we'll have the Google Meet, new meeting, create a meeting for later, start an instant. Let's say I want to create a meeting for later. So once you copy this link and give to them, it's going to they'll be able to join. Or let's say I want to start an instant meeting. She tell you to use your microphone and I don't want this to override what I'm doing, so you just use your microphone and your camera. Let me see if this is, so you allow this time. So you can see, got it. My camera is on, so I'll just turn it off. My mic is on, I'll just turn it off so it's not echoing into this video. And this is the link for people to join, and this is the chat. If you want to chat with everyone on the group, you could chat, and you could just pin it so that even when people are joining the group, they will see it, and even if I leave the call, they can see it. And the host controls. Now I'm the one hosting the meeting. I want to control it. And then I'll go to host management. Lets you restrict what contributors can do in the meeting. So let me just turn it on. So what should contributors do? Can they share their screen? I want that. So you just feed all of this. What you want contributors to do, you turn it on. Turn on Meet. So the host, these settings also apply to future instances of this meeting. Host must join before anyone else. Alright? A case of where I'm the one hosting the meeting, do I want to join before every other person? If I feel my network might be bad or anything, I might just leave this on check. And meeting access type, no one has to ask to join. Anyone can dial in. People can join without asking. If you are sharing the link with a group of people that you trust, you can just leave it, anyone can dial in. But to be sure and for privacy, you could put it in no trusted. Let me see. Open. No one has to ask to join. Anyone can dial in. Trusted. People can join without asking if they are invited using their Google account. Everyone else must ask to join. Perfect. So this is trusted. It means if I share the link to you on a particular email, or I added you to this email, you can join without asking. But if you are using a different email to sign in, it will need to ask my permission to grant you. So that's what the host control is all about. And then you to share your screen, you come here to share your screen. Alright, and then to send a reaction, turn on captions. So while you are talking in the meeting, the captions are showing. Raise a hand if you want to talk. More options, full screen, background and effects. So this is how you host a Google Meet. So that is that about Google Meet. So what was the next one? We talked about the Gmail, right? So now let's go to Gmail. Then after that, we'll go to calendar, and that is all for administrative assistant. So now let's go to Gmail. I'll be signing in into another of my account because I don't want this particular. Okay, let me just use this one. So you just sign in. All right. So let me cancel this. Like I said, if you want to hit this plus sign, once you hit it, if you click on this, you could go to Gmail from here, or you just click on this place and it's going to load your Gmail account for you. So now let's go to